there's a reason for that. Maybe it's you, huh?
What did I do?
Well, Johnny knows that I'm undercover. But you already know that, don't you? What is with you? I mean, where are your priorities? I'm your son. You don't even warn your own cop son that your boy toy could blow my cover anytime he feels like it?
Well, maybe your mother just decided to trust me.
You so desperate to hold on to Johnny that you let him have a keg of dynamite over my head and not even tell me to look up?
Are you finished? Are you done? Because I'm going to talk now. I got people on both sides of this thing that I love and that I care about. I give new meaning to the word stuck in the middle, okay? And for all the good it's done, which granted, Dante, it may not be much, but I have run myself ragged trying to protect everyone involved in this thing, but nobody more than you.
Yeah? You run a nice job protecting me. Nice job protecting me! Sending me to the lion's den every day with no idea, no clue. Your boyfriend could have sold me out anytime he wanted to.
Hey, you know what? Nor did she warn me that you were an undercover cop, all right? You've been building this case for months that could land me in prison. All the while, you're working beside me, pretending to have my
back. Look, I told you this is not about you. My target is Sonny.
Right, Sonny's the target. And you know what? That's one of the only reasons I got no problem letting you do your thing.
The autopsy was the first...
Elizabeth, I need to talk to you.
Oh, actually, I'm on my way to see a patient.
Yeah, this can't wait.
Okay, yeah, what's going on?
I saw Lucky last night. And he told me how he overheard Nicholas proclaiming his love to you, and he confronted him on it, and he didn't even try to deny it. Nicholas actually believes that he's in love with you.
I know, and I feel really bad about the whole thing.
That's really good to know, but I'm not concerned about your feelings. Lucky is a different story. Do you realize how flipped out he is about this?
Okay, thank you for your concern or lack thereof, but really, this is none of your business.
Actually, it is, since Lucky came to me thinking that I was covering for you. Again, like the time when you cheated on him with Jason.
But you told him you weren't, because you had no idea what was going on, right? So you see, it's completely two different scenarios.
Are they?
I'm not quite sure what you're implying here.
No, I'm not either. I'm working this out as we go along. I'm making a lot of mental adjustments in a very short period of time. For example, I've never actually pictured you as some sort of femme fatale before.
Please, I'm anything but. Come on. You know what a rough time Nicholas has had since Emily died? It's the reason why he glommed onto Rebecca in the first place. And then she looks exactly like Emily. He's kept her around for so long.
So somewhere along the line, he just glommed onto you.
I was the next closest thing to Emily. I am a temporary place for his misdirected emotion.
Okay, this sounds very logical and clinical, but I'm getting hit by a lot of bad memories of you getting pregnant by Jason and lying about it. And the reason I kept that a secret for so long was because I thought knowing would send Lucky spiraling back into drugs. And I also believe that you and Jason were victims of bad timing. But now here we are again in a very similar situation with Nicholas. You're not pregnant, are you?
No, God, of course not.
Thank God for that, but do you see where I'm coming from? I just think that this is a little too hard to write off as coincidence or as bad timing again. I think that you must be doing something. You're sending signals first to Jason and now to Nicholas that you are available for something more than just friendship.
What exactly are you saying?
I'm saying that consciously or not, you are in a mess of your own making.
Well, I appreciate the understanding.
All right, you know what, Dante? Sonny means nothing to me. Except the fact that he's a pompous ass that used my sister more than anybody in her life, and that's saying something. So I got no problem if he ends up behind bars. In fact, it would uncomplicate my life quite a bit. But the real reason, the only reason that I'm not blowing your cover here is your mother. She loves you more than anything and would be devastated if anything ever happened to you, and I will not cause her any pain intentionally.
Oh, wow. Am I supposed to be touched by all this?
Why don't you try a little gratitude?
Oh, you know, the fact that I've been put in a position to feel grateful to your boyfriend for anything, it makes my stomach turn, okay? You should have warned...
Get that finger out of my face. I make no apologies. I've always done what I felt was best for you.
Oh, come on, just be honest. What you did was to save your pathetic relationship, okay?
You know what? You're gonna want to leave this apartment and don't you dare come back until you can keep a civil tongue in your head. Go.
Just so you know, I'm gonna bring this case. Your sister's death will not go unsolved. I may not have liked Claudia, but she does deserve justice. understands. Claudia's autopsy results are in. Any idea if they managed to come up with anything besides the fact that she was killed with a blow to the head? Any convenient proof of who did it?
Not so far.
Yeah, I don't get this. Why aren't we being kept in the loop?
You know how bureaucracy works. Maybe the information just hasn't filtered down the chain.
What if they have nothing to report? What if forensics got nothing? Do we still have a case against Sonny?
Yeah, we got Sonny ripping into Claudia in public, and a room full of people who heard him accuse her of putting his son in a coma. That's motive. People have killed for a lot less.
And we got a witness who can testify seeing Sonny come home at 3 a.m. the night Claudia died with blood on his shirt. That same shirt was found in Sonny's fireplace.
Yeah, obstruction of justice, destroying evidence.
Right, and it contained Claudia's blood and Sonny's DNA.
And a recording of Sonny referring to Claudia's death while she was still considered officially missing. And let's not forget the cabin where Carly gave birth right after Claudia kidnapped her. It burned to the ground in a rainstorm.
Now, this is all circumstantial.
A neon sign pointing right at Corinthos.
Come on, any good attorney will punch holes in all of that. We need DNA evidence recovered from Claudia's body. Solid evidence that'll prove without a doubt that Sonny killed her.
How's the recovery?
It's coming along.
Right.
Thanks for asking.
You know, I came all the way out here just to find out.
I appreciate that. I'm honored.
You know, I haven't forgotten that you stepped up when I took over the car organization. You were a loyal soldier, and I'm just glad that you're getting better.
Yeah, well, thanks for checking.
Do me a favor. When you're done with him, can you come to the office? I need to talk to you about something.
Yeah.
Dr. Red ticket, call 6474. Dr. Call 6.
See, how do you figure a guy like that? Cold and ruthless in business, yet takes the time to come and check up on a low-ranking guy he barely knows?
Careful. This is what I've been warning you about. Letting things get personal.
Yeah, I know.
Listen, pal. You think it sits well, knowing that I left Franco, I did him a favor and then let a killer walk? Be better than I was. Determining Sonny's guilt is up to the courts. Your job is to provide the evidence, all of it. No matter how badly you might feel about fallout from people you've come to know.
Look, you don't have to worry about me. I'm in this thing till the nasty bitter end.
Yeah.
Come on, see me?
Yeah, close the door. Something has been bugging me about this hit and run.
Ronnie versus Franco.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. I mean, look, Franco was all about Jason, right? And everybody he targeted or brought into his freaky games was connected to Jason. Why Ronnie?
Well, I just figured Ronnie was an opportunity. Franco hit him and then used it to leave signature items in Ronnie's hospital room. Breadcrumbs for Jason, right?
Yeah, but maybe Franco wanted to talk to Ronnie.
Talk to Ronnie about what?
About something that could be useful to us.
Or useful in what way?
To steer the police investigation in another direction.
Dad, people's business is their own. I can barely handle my own. But that being said, Lucky is furious with you, and he's about 2 seconds away from going completely off.
I know that, and I'm sorry you got dragged into this.
Well, he thinks that I was covering for you and Elizabeth because I covered for her and Jason before.
Even if that were true, and you had been, situations aren't remotely alike.
Are you and Elizabeth reading from the same bad script? The same thing here is Lucky's betrayal, and the only villain that he can see in this piece is you. He should be just as mad, if not more so, at Elizabeth. And if he's wearing blinders, I'm not. I know that you didn't fall in love with Elizabeth out of nowhere without her active participation.
Both deniability on Claudia's death. Best case, we misdirect to another suspect.
And I take it you have a lucky winner in mind.
Freaky Franco. Timing's perfect. He was in town, right? He has a known whack job. He blew up the building where they found Claudia's body. Who's to say he didn't pick her up the night she disappeared?
What have you got so far?
Splinters from the weapon that was used to kill Miss Corinthos are matched to samples from the torch cabin.
Come here. You wanna come
to go to the cops and tell them that Franco confessed to killing Claudia the night he went into Ronnie's house with a rope.
All we need is a DNA